kid like Dylan Bates, obviously, who has the reputation of being smart, maybe a little bit more mature than a lot of kids his age. Does he still at times look like a freshman though when you're trying to get used to this?
He is, but I tell you, he's got so much pride in the young man. He goes out and he tries to do everything right. And after practice, he's gonna be the first one to run up to you and ask you what he did wrong. How do I look today? He wants to know what he did. He's not. It's just not just talk. He's in the meeting room with a list of questions. And what I do like about him, if he don't know something, he's going to ask. He's not going to leave him in the gray or try to act like he knew it or don't know it. He's going to ask, and then you got to explain it to him. So you can tell he's got a great football background with his father, being in the league for so long. He has a great, he got a great idea of what concepts are and knows exactly how teams are going to try to attack you. So I'm pleased with where he's at, but he's got a long way to go.
Did you notice Bates hanging around A.J. Johnson trying to soak up as much info as he can?
Yeah, they look up to A.J. They really do. Because A.J.'s in the room, and again, he's the alpha male in the room, and he's holding all of them accountable. So if they don't say it right, he don't take any sympathy with the fact that they're 18 years old. He expects them all to know it. So I'm really pleased on his leadership, and I'm really pleased on how the young guys are gravitating toward him. And I think he's really enjoying that role, the fact that he knows his assignments and he knows the defense inside and out. And the guys are gravitating to him and asking him a whole lot of questions.
I know you wanted A.J. to make more big plays for you. What's the next step for him to do that? What does he have
He knows.
to do?
He knows. We're doing a lot more with him. And again, last year, he hadn't gotten we kid him, and especially Coach Jones kid him a lot by he hadn't got a sack since he's been here. And so he's hell-bent on trying to get a sack this season. And then making big plays, tackle for losses, strips, impact plays. And I think that comes with the more he's comfortable in the defense, the faster he'll get a chance to play.
Where did spring practice help Nico the most in his adjustment to
That's a good
linebacker?
question. It helped him a lot. He's big. He's big and he's strong and he's physical. I think we're going to get something out of him. He's going to be probably a lot on special teams for us. But I tell you, he's not afraid. He's got a lot of pride in the room, and the more comfortable he is at the position, the faster he'll play. But again, this is probably only his 6th or 7th time practicing. He just got here, so he's early at the position. But he's got skill. He can run. He's big. He's strong. He just got to get the training and the experience of playing linebacker, which will come with time.
How much did the 2 years at junior college help weather? Obviously not this level, but it's above the high school level. How much has that helped him?
He's been in a room with older guys, and more athletic guys, and he's older than these guys. A lot of the guys in the room, especially as a young freshman. And so he's played against better competition, and a lot stronger guys. So for him, it's got learning the verbiage that we have for him, learning the techniques, and really learning the linebacker because he's been rushing the passer for the last couple of years, and so now he's standing up, and it's something that's new to him. But we're going to keep challenging him every day to get up to par with the older guys in the room, so he can be on the field and help us out either on special teams or in some type of sub package.
Coach, just how much more flexibility do you feel like you have because of how much more speed you have on the outside with Dylan? Whoever ends up there, Dylan, Jalen, Chris. It's like a night and day difference.
Night and day. You hit it right on the head. We got a lot more speed than we had before, and not so much at linebacker, but it's on the defensive line. You got Jordan Williams and Kurt and Vereen, and then on the back end, you got a lot more faster and athletic guys. So we're moving around a lot faster than we were last season, and guys are playing with a lot more enthusiasm and a lot more spirit on the field. So it's different, knowing that you got guys that can play guys with some man defense, we can play some zone, and know that we can get there, 4-man rush down. That's something that we really struggled with last season.
You feel like the playbook's going to grow? Maybe not have to be so conservative.
That's
worried
right.
about this, leaving something open all the time.
That's right. You can be a little bit more creative now. When guys are athletic and you got speed, you can do a lot more things on defense. And we got guys that's played some guys that played a lot of football, and we just got to get the young guys up to par.
And how much pressure is on Dylan and Jalen, those guys, to really learn their stuff because they're going to be counted?
The fact is that the competition breeds it. The fact that that Bates want to play is going to push Maven to the top of his game. And got to get somebody to challenge AJ as well. And the fact that we can play with 4 guys and keep them fresh and just keep the speed on the field and intensity on the field, I think that'll help us a lot.
And it seems like Dylan, with his lineage and tradition here, and Weather being such a big Jukok guy, sort of overshadowed Gavin a little bit. Man, just looking at him running around, he's a big guy. What's your impression of him early on?
Yeah, just young. A lot of young guys on the football field, and we're going to keep the pressure on them as far as making them guys get up to par with our older guys. You got to learn the defense and be able to speak the language in our room. And if you don't speak the language, we'll take a guy off and put another guy on. And if you want to play, you got to get out there and speak the language of linebacker. So with him, I'm pressing him. But he has a lot of pride as well, and we'll catch him up the bar.
Coach, Willie was just saying that he felt like his freshmen this year are way ahead of the guys last year because of those extra 2 hours you got in the classroom this summer. Do you feel like that's the big
and a big difference now because again, that's for young guys, it's you're trying to get conditioning in, and then all of a sudden they got to go out there, and the speed of the game is so much faster. You're trying to memorize the calls that you just got. It's just different, And so now all of a sudden guys have been in conditioning in the summertime. They got their bodies in shape, and now they got a chance to sit down for a few hours a week and talk football and understand the verbiage of it. That's 90% of it. If you understand what you're doing, you play a whole lot faster. And then when fatigue kicks in, you don't forget the calls because you've gotten a million reps at the call, and it's just like rote learning for those guys. So that was really valuable for those guys to come in and start working in the summertime. Huge advantage for guys that come in and study the game, and in fact, the coach can sit down and talk with them. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.